The best console is the Wii U. Or the Wii.
The Wii, no, not the Wii.
That is I think that is most of our generation's childhood, just playing like tennis or
100%.
like bowling.
Yeah.
Like Wii Sports.
I've never seen one close up.
Really?
Joel,
Really?
You don't have one?
come over to one of our houses.
You've got to come over.
Oh, I don't have one anymore,
Take a
but
peek.
yeah.
It sounds weird, but take a peek at our Wii.
What, excuse me?
Take
Yo,
a peek.
bro, whoa.
Welcome back, everybody, to Uninvited Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back, Clacking the Cack at Snack.
Today we're going to be having a special guest over today. First guest on the actual Uninvited Podcast. So this guest, very good friend of me and Joel. Everyone, please welcome.
Oh yeah, you're just not my friend.
Sorry.
Ignore my friend. Jack's just not my friend.
Okay, sorry, and Lloyd.
Yeah.
Everyone, please welcome Jack Wilkes.
The intro. No, Lloyd, you're my favorite.
Oh,
These
thank you,
guys
Jack.
suck. I don't know why they didn't
Thank
include
you,
you.
Jack.
Hi guys, I'm here. I'm the number one fan of this podcast. So if anyone's
thank
listening
you.
thinking they're the number one fan, I'm going to come to your house.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
a
he's
tie.
downloaded
Something
every
like-
episode. He told
I did.
me.
I downloaded both other episodes,
Yeah.
and I've listened to them. I listened to the second one today, actually.
How'd you find him?
Yeah, look good.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, actually, no. I really enjoyed the first one. Yeah,
That's cool.
The second one's good too.
Second one's good.
I was more paying attention to my schoolwork that I completely ignored while
Also
listening to your
during
podcast.
schoolwork, so it was showing how like motivational and how
Yeah.
concentrational
Yeah.
our podcast can be.
And our ability to be a distraction. So we're that good that we make people pull
Yeah.
themselves away from schoolwork to listen to us.
Oh, Lloyd, you're such a distraction.
Oh, thanks.
Whoa.
I gotta not flirt with the
so
host.
it's like-
I'm trying.
What we're saying most of the time is sarcasm, if that wasn't apparent. But anyway,
That was not sarcasm.
Yeah.
You're so hot. Sorry.
You'd be considered as a pretty interesting person yourself.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say I'm very boring and traumatized little child. But yes,
I'm interested in you.
a lot of men are interested in me.
Oi,
women
not in
too.
that
Joel,
way.
should we go get a room?
Okay,
Joel,
we
should we
need
go
to
get a room?
stop this.
No, but yeah. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? Because
I don't really do much.
don't ask open-ended questions
Yeah,
like
no.
that, Valley.
You know,
provide some
I will
direction.
talk about myself because I love myself.
That's good start.
that's good.
I'm a student in year 11, and
How's that going for you?
I'm trying to get through it.
Okay.
It's honestly not as bad because I'm actually trying this year.
Good.
I'm actually doing really well for myself. I'm also a captain of the school's volleyball team.
Oh, congratulations.
Which takes a lot of my time organising stuff for that team, which Valley you yourself are a part of.
Yeah. Yeah. Volleyball's great. I'm really glad that we're doing volleyball. It's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's really motivating just to get,
Yeah,
especially
in general.
just to do some exercise and have some fun with our
Yeah,
friends.
and get by school in general as well.
Yeah, it's really good. Especially we do it 2 times. Well, we try to do it 2 times a week.
Yeah.
And just have fun. And besides that, I don't really do much. I'm currently starting to write a dark fantasy novel.
Oh, really? A novel? Okay, how's that going?
I've started planning in this book that I've got right here that the listeners cannot
really?
see, and I won't show you guys. Actually,
I
you're
can certainly
you're
hear
both
it when you
looking.
dropped it.
Yeah, they can hear that. They can hear that.
Oh, wow.
That shows the heft
fun.
of the ideas.
Yeah,
Yes.
the weight of my ideas. No, it's really exciting to create a world and then
got that freedom.
give it to other people to read and enjoy as much as I am making it.
What's the book about?
I haven't. I'm up to where I'm still deciding it. So basically, it's this guy who's got a very ill mother and had a very abusive father, and he ran away and lives on the streets. It's set in a very medieval time. Why are you laughing?
Nothing. It just starting to sound a lot like you.
Yeah, okay, it does sound like me, to be honest.
Abusive father. Abusive father.
Yeah, it does sound like me. I've taken a lot of the inspiration from my own life. And stuff that I've been through with writing these characters. And the main character is homeless as he was a runaway. I myself am not homeless, thank God. But I've met a lot of people that have been through that, and so I can kind of
You've
write
been
about
through
it.
a lot of people who've been.
Let's not talk about my...
You said he met people that have
yeah,
been
I
through.
said
He
met.
he's
I didn't say I've been
people that have
through them.
No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that at a later time.
What he's trying to do is trying to find his mother and who made his mother ill throughout most of the first book. And I say first book because I plan on writing multiple chapters. I don't know how I'm going to release it yet in either, if it's in novels or in chapters. But which I actually haven't told anyone, but I am meeting up with an editing agency.
Really?
In 3 weeks. Yes.
Damn. Okay.
Because I called them a couple nights ago, and they're actually kind of interested and with my idea, which is cool.
So is that going to get like published to some
Yeah,
place?
hopefully. Because I wanted to self-publish, but it's so much harder. I was looking, it's very expensive. But it is more difficult with a publisher because they have so many, they have so many needs to like change it a lot, and how do they like it. But honestly, I'm okay with that, and I'm open to any ideas that an editor has.
Damn,
But
okay.
enough about myself.
Okay.
I'm done talking about me.
They already know about us too.
That is true. I did listen to that.
Yeah.
So, just before we wrap up about you, I just want to go back to what you were saying before. You're saying that you're a year 11 student amongst also us three. But so how's year 11 going for you?
Yeah, like I said before, it's going good. I'm really putting all my time into my classes.
That's good.
I take very business side classes and coding classes. Most of them. I don't really do any sciences or maths because I find that they have too many rules that I have to follow, and I like to be more. I like to make my own businesses and products and.
Yeah.
Bit more creativity.
Yeah,
Jack,
making products and stuff. I do arts, but I can't draw for shit.
Yeah, I agree. Same.
And I can't do art that much. But I'm very much creative, and that's what I've kind of always been.
Okay, I was just gonna ask, what was it that made you like completely just not want to do maths anymore? Was it just like as you said, like the lack of creativity, or was it just like, was it becoming like, I guess, a little too stressful with like the amount of work, or was it what was up with that?
Yeah, it was both really. That I really it was like, it's very boring and it's really plain, and it's like you have to follow this and to get this and that, and I found that really, really boring, as well as the math department of our school is completely dog shit, as you both know. And honestly, I couldn't with the teachers, and I was just like, they aren't teaching me anything. So I might as well do subjects where I'm learning stuff that I'm going to use later in my life, like accounting.
Yeah, and on that, so
other
you're
stuff.
saying, so you don't really need maths for your career plan.
I do. I actually do if I want to do like some business and accounting, but I can still not use it if I get a bachelor of business and stuff like that.
Yep.
But it does limit where I can go. But that's why another reason I'm writing a book, because then I can have more of a portfolio of why universities will want to accept me.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So
I feel we're kind of all in the same boat with that kind of idea, at least. The needing maths but not necessarily wanting to. I think that a lot of people fall into that.
I feel like in
category.
general that's sort of school, if you look at it.
Definitely.
Definitely just school.
Particularly maths.
Because I'm
For
kind
Lloyd
of
and
like,
I agree.
I'm trying to like open up two paths for myself personally. I'm trying to like do the maths, get the coding knowledge that I need so I can actually do something, professionally, but I'm also keeping the option of maybe just doing some other stuff that I like, like writing and video editing, that kind of stuff, just keeping that open at the same time,
Yeah,
That's interesting. So you mentioned writing. So when you say writing, do you mean like book writing, or do you mean what type of writing?
Just like, script writing for like videos and, like any kind of like productions kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good idea to do.
Thanks. Yeah, it's sort of like a fun hobby thing on the side.
I don't have anything to add to this conversation, I don't think. But
That's
You've been a bit
Joel.
quiet there,
Just
Joel.
you being here is enough to add to the conversation.
Joel, you're making this entire podcast right now.
am I?
Yeah, you're radiating the light we need.
Oh, okay, thanks. We've got to get
you're
him on more
shining
often. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't say my address. Oh wait, none of you know. Oh no, Lloyd knows my address. He's been in my
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
I could pull up snap maps.
Fun
right
little
now.
Oh, yeah,
backstory
true.
about me and Jack. I was really wanting to expand my video game collection from just Nintendo consoles, which is previously what I've had, except for a PlayStation 1, which is in storage at the moment.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should get an Xbox. Specifically the one, because the Xbox S and X, Series S, Series X, they were way too expensive. So I
They
went.
also don't take disc, so you've got to
No,
buy all your
the
games.
X takes disc.
Yeah, the
Does
X
it?
The S doesn't.
Which one doesn't take
Yeah,
disc?
S.
The S.
The S.
Yeah, that's all digital.
I would never get
And
this.
I was like, Okay, so I went and did try to be part of an auction on eBay for a Xbox One, and it was the cheapest one I could find, and I lost out at that at the last 12 seconds. So then I was like, oh yeah, I just talked about it in a group chat, and that Jack happened to be in. He was like, oh yeah, how much did it cost? So I told him the price. He said, oh yeah, I'll just sell you my Xbox. So now I'm the proud owner of a Minecraft Xbox One.
Yeah.
How much was that Xbox on eBay that you were auctioning for?
Oh, I reckon it was $234.
It was $230
something like that.
I mean, that's not.
It was which is not bad because the one I sold him, it was like we touched it like twice. We literally got it, and then we got it at Christmas, and both my brother and I's birthdays are like just after Christmas, and then we both just got money from our birthdays, and we just bought PS4s because we're like, we don't like Xbox much. So
Xbox, yeah. I mean, it's been a big debate over like plenty of years about which one's better, Xbox, PlayStation. I personally played PlayStation for. No, not sorry, PlayStation. I did start on PlayStation. I think I started on PlayStation 2. It was my dad's. I got a couple games on it. But then I switched over to an Xbox because I think, 2016 it came out.
Yeah.
It was like one of the Forzas.
That was Xbox. Yeah, Forza 4K. Oh,
it was Forza 6 Motorsports that I had.
6?
Forza 6.
I remember 3 when it came out. How old am I? Jesus Christ.
No, but Forza, I got a Forza Xbox, and I've had that for a while, but now I've moved over to PC. So
But the PlayStation 2 is pretty cool because that was one of the first consoles to have, I'm pretty sure, a DVD player. Like you could play DVDs and that kind of media.
Oh, it did too, didn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of like an all-in-one media box.
The best console is the Wii U. Or the Wii.
The Wii, no, not the Wii.
That is I think that is most of our generation's childhood, just playing tennis or
100%.
bowling,
Yeah.
like Wii Sports.
I've never seen one close up.
Really?
Joel,
Really?
You don't have one?
come over to one of our houses.
You've got to come over.
Oh, I don't have one anymore,
Take a
but
peek.
yeah.
It sounds weird, but take a peek at our Wii.
What, excuse me?
Take
Yo, bro, whoa.
You've got Joel, you've been missing out.
Yeah, we have.
There you've got the starting clip.
We have a PlayStation 4 that we essentially don't use.
I don't use
You are
mine
wrong.
either.
Joel,
that.
Joel, you don't look like a very big gamer yourself.
No, he's only a little gamer.
Okay.
The same height.
Same height.
Yeah, well, we've only got 5 games or something. But I think one of the biggest benefits of it is we have it in the playroom where there's a TV in there, and the TV has an early smart TV kind of interactability features, but they've disabled that stuff more recently. So they had YouTube and Apple and not Apple,
mine did too.
iView and stuff, but it was an early smart TV thing, and that's been cancelled. So that means that now you can use the PlayStation to use the Apple TV and whatever without having an actual smart TV. You just use it through the PlayStation. And watching Blu-ray movies and stuff as well. So I feel like it is actually quite a useful device to have.
It's not really a PlayStation, more of just a station.
Yeah, then it's not
just
a game playing device. It has greater abilities.
Did you ever subscribe to PS Plus?
No.
I did. I did for many years.
Wasn't it on PlayStation how you could play games online without needing a subscription?
No, you needed
Plus was
PS
something
Plus. No, you needed PS Plus for that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I remember PS Plus had the monthly games.
Yeah, it gave you monthly games, it gave you online play, and it gave you something else, but I don't remember. I think it was like cloud storage or something.
Oh, okay.
But honestly, kind of a scam. All those things where it made you pay for being online, that was such the biggest crap.
Yeah, I hate that Nintendo's done that now.
And that's why
really?
you buy a PC because you can just connect to the
when
internet.
I bought my PC, I actually got a few months of Xbox Live subscription.
Really?
Not the point, but PC has just been it's just number one, it's just got so much more accessibility because you can do almost anything on a PC because
It's a computer, yeah.
well, literally it's just a computer.
Literally anything you want. It's not restricted by the creators.
Well, no, but it is restricted by people trying to get into your PC.
Why, Lloyd?
Okay?
What is on your mind? Because you look like
I'm
that.
here and I want to talk
express
about PCs, and I just want to say max superiority.
Dude, honestly, get your trash book out of here.
Oh, get
We're
your
recording
fucking
this on a MacBook.
Yeah, we are
your
recording this on a
fucking
trash
trash
book. But
And I'd actually like to point out the cables that come with this recording thing that we're going on doesn't have any legacy computer plugs on it.
Oh
so
my God.
you need at
You
least
need-
USB-C, and
or an adapter.
Apple's here to step in, forcing it upon us.
Yeah.
That is good though.
But
As we discussed
the only
last
time I feel like they've ever been useful,
Oh god, like
like
I feel
actually on God.
sort of similar to the PlayStation and Xbox debate of which one's better. I feel like the debate between Windows and Apple products, not just Apple products, Apple computers in specific, I feel like Windows is winning because well, a lot of people just mainly don't like the OS that Apple has, and
The interesting thing is, lots of people would say quite the opposite. Say that they like the. It's definitely a personal choice, but there are more. Like, there's more iPhones in the world than Android phones, but I think computers is a bit more.
Yeah,
of
it's more Microsoft.
Actually-
Yeah, but actually, I don't think. No, actually, that. I don't think that's right.
institutions like workplaces, schools, and everything, they have a bunch of.
But I was looking at the 2021 market share for phones, and Android was at 57.
yeah, Joel, I was gonna say I feel like it's more because Apple is just
Oh no,
one.
no. Apple. The issue with Apple is just one, they're extremely more expensive.
Yep.
As well as they make too many.
Yeah.
That people
It's crazy.
usually just get the other ones that people are selling.
You know Shaquille
pre-owned
O'Neal?
ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I
You know
I
that,
know of Shaquille.
Yeah, I don't know him personally.
Yeah.
I don't like walk up to his house and say, "Yo, what's up, Shaq?"
no, but Shaquille
I know
O'Neal.
the name.
Big
I don't know-
Shaq.
I know that person. I don't know this name. I don't know these people.
He actually buys. Turns out, because I was watching this video of like all of his riches, he buys almost 50 iPhones every time a new iPhone comes out.
Why?
And he just gives them out. He just gives them out to family members. And
I've
like
always
everyone.
liked Shaq. I've
A
always
lot
liked
of
Shaq.
actually no, I've heard about a lot of sports players. They buy a lot of stuff for their family,
Yeah.
which is
Oh, that's
especially
good.
NBA.
Yeah, that's good though. That's a good thing that they do.
Yeah, and he does
Some of them probably do. Some of them do quite the opposite, probably.
And he
Yeah,
does
some of
the
them just
sports
go,
bet ads.
go drugs and strippers and stuff. I
American
personally
dream.
definitely wouldn't do if I was rich, but
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
it's for that American dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, called the latest Apple iPhone. Is that what it is?
No, it's just
American
latest Apple iPhones, drugs, prostitution.
And war.
And the Bible.
And the
Bible, yeah.
Gotta make sure you're
Christianity.
religion.
Actually, question for a previous library captain, as Jack was.
I was,
Would
yes.
you put the Bible in fiction or non-fiction?
Ooh, that's actually
Well,
interesting.
I feel as
It's in another league.
no, it definitely isn't one of them though, because I classify fiction as something we don't have facts for in the world right now, and we don't really have the only evidence that we really have of Jesus Christ is the Bible.
Yeah.
and technically it isn't really facts.
It's in a book. It must
Yeah.
be real.
Like if you could literally write a book and go, "Hey, this is facts." No, it's not. It is 100% fiction. Because we don't have major ground solid evidence from that time. Like
Yeah.
Jesus existed and stuff. I don't know of.
Yeah, like it's
But-
not physical evidence. Like for example, if you take like the pyramids in Egypt or like the Sphinx that you see buried up.
But not just that, but like also carbon dated items from
Yep.
that time. Like there wasn't anything to do with Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be some level of realisticness because people weren't imagining, greatly.
Yeah, and they wouldn't make it so so large as it is today.
I think a lot of what would source the more mystical elements of the Bible is probably them just being like, "Oh, how does this happen? I need to come up with something that explains how this happens."
Yeah.
It's writing a story to tell the story of morals and stuff.
Yeah, exactly right. They're just trying to get how you be a good human across. Which most of it.
Oh yeah,
And not the completely
some
horrible
slight
parts.
infidelity and like not treating your kids well, just like leaving them. There's tales about fathers leaving their children.
And there's literally tales of if men don't quote me on this, but like if men don't see their wife satisfactory, they go and get another one. There's
Yeah, that's
shit
what I was
like
talking
that.
about, infidelity.
Yeah, I
that's
don't know what the big words mean.
Or as Bill Bailey said, he faked his own death to push the book sales along.
Oh my god!
I didn't say that. I'm just repeating
It's on
someone
the
else
podcast
said.
now, Joel.
No, but he did say to quote Bill Bailey, so
Yeah,
they're
he
going to
did
know it's
quote
Bill Bailey.
But no, there's also like a lot of other factors in the Bible that sort of don't add up. Like, for example, turning water into wine. But like, not just, but like, considering how that's physically impossible.
I think that was just a story they created to share, to like promote sharing.
Yeah.
Or just more promote, giving.
They were marketing.
Sorry, I'm googling this Bill Bailey guy.
Yeah, he's the bald man with long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, this dude.
Wait, he's bald and has.
Yeah, he was on the project.
He's
2 weeks
English.
ago. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't watch the project.
The project. How many times?
Yeah, I don't watch.
I don't watch Project.
I don't watch TV.
Watch that, although I did. Watch,
I'm a weeb. I don't watch
I
TV.
did watch the clip that 90 minute because it came up on YouTube.
You know what I do watch though?
What do you watch?
The Chase.
Yes, The Chase, Channel 7, 5 o'clock. Watch it. It's a good show.
You really like The Chase?
It's actually pretty
I
interesting.
don't think it's that good.
I mean, it's literally just like.
I like
Millionaire Hot
dumb
Seat.
British game shows, not like The Chase. Chase is actually kind of good,
I like
but
the-
like the ones where the questions are so ridiculous.
Yep. That's just
I like the
British.
project ironically, but I like The Chase genuinely.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, no, but the Chase, it's sort of like a Millionaire Hot Seat. It's just that
There's no seat, they stand up.
there's no seat. Yeah, it's just the Millionaire Hot.
Millionaire hot stand.
No, but I feel like it is sort of, well, obviously it's rigged, but I feel like it's just I feel like it's sort of just people. They should know that they're obviously not going to win, because there's been times where I'm watching it and
It gets like so close. and then-
you can clearly see, but it happens. That scenario happens so many times that it's literally just predictable at that point.
So you guys, both of you, did you say, Joel? Did you say you like The Chase?
No, I don't really
Okay.
care.
Well, I've got a question for you two then, Lloyd and Valley.
Okay.
What's it like going through a middle-aged crisis?
Okay, it's not that
You'd
bad.
think we were pensioners.
No, well, I feel like all game shows these days are sort of like pretty much the same.
Yeah,
You
they're
try and
yeah,
win
true.
something, but at the end of the day, you probably don't win it.
I like what's that game show? Total Wipeout or whatever.
Wipeout. Hasn't that been like cancelled? For
No,
ages?
they're still running it.
Actually-
in the UK though.
Oh, they would be,
Okay.
wouldn't they? Didn't
I
Richard
love
Hammond
that.
host that at one point?
Yeah, I think so.
I love Richard
I
Hammond.
actually really like that.
Dude, I love that show only because it's funny when they do the little ball bouncy thing.
Yeah,
they
they-
just go flying.
they just go flying into
Or
the
the
water.
one where they have punching gloves, where the punch comes out of the wall. For your audio listeners, I know you can't like see my hand movements, but it's good for me to visualize. So the punch comes out of the wall and just
Yeah, I know what
smacks
you're
the
talking
people in
about.
the face.
Yeah, it
then
basically
they
feels
fall
like when you
into
fall
the
off the
water.
playground. When you fell off the playground back in like grade 3, but it was
Yeah.
still so high that when you fell, it still hurt.
Yeah.
So that was a really.
No, but it sort of reminds me, because they used to always fall in the water. If you go back, that actually sort of reminds me of when you're playing Wii Sports Resort. And you're doing that sword fighting game with like the gear on, and then you fall into the water. You know what I'm talking about?
I've seen gameplay of it. I've never played Wii Sports Resort
bro,
though.
you're missing out. It's a great game.
Yeah.
It's like Wii Sport, just multiple games.
Yeah, except it doesn't have the original Wii Sports.
Yeah. Well, wait, no, doesn't it? I thought no, it has basketball.
Basketball?
Basketball wasn't.
It's got
Wii.
new sports, but none of the old ones.
Oh, okay.
So hang on, let me just test my knowledge here. Which one's going to remember? So it doesn't have tennis, baseball, golf,
Tennis
Boxing.
or
boxing.
golf? Wait,
Yeah,
which one is this?
Hang on. Yeah,
Okay, so-
resort. Tennis.
Oh,
baseball,
I haven't played resort.
Tennis, baseball,
What?
bowling, golf, boxing. I think that was.
Resort was the greatest.
Should I buy a Switch?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna buy a Switch at Christmas.
I'm thinking about buying a Switch.
I'm buying a
only
Switch
because I want to play Pokemon.
I would recommend it, not solely for Pokemon, but just because there's so many other good like Nintendo exclusives. that you
I
can
love
play.
Pokemon.
Not
Guys.
like
I
Breath of
just
the Wild.
I want to play Breath of the Wild.
Me and my
And
sister.
Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out.
Me and my sister are actually gonna invest into a Switch.
Yeah.
Around Christmas
I have
time.
to do it myself.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
don't
hook it.
okay.
We're gonna hook it up to the the big entertainment room TV, and hopefully, if we ever have people over, we'll be able to play some games like some Mario Kart, Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Can I just say, as two people looking to buy a Nintendo Switch, and you're looking for like all the games that like you want to start out your collection with, and you might think it's a good idea because it's kind of like a party game. 1-2 Switch, don't buy it. It's not worth it. I've played
I
it.
agree.
For,
I
yeah,
played it
it's
as
like
It's 1-2 Switch.
it's basically. It's essentially just a really big glorified tech demo that Nintendo just like pumped out and
Yeah.
sold. It's like you'll have like about 5 minutes of fun with it. I mean, there's quite a few games on it, but they're all just like very one note, kind of like milk the cow.
A couple of those original like Nintendo Switch games that they made just for the Switch to like promote,
to like show
the handheld stuff.
Yeah, like the HD.
They all. It literally looks like they spent 2 minutes making it. And went, hey, this will work. Let's chuck it out there.
Lloyd, would
at
you
full price too?
Lloyd, would you say maybe instead it would be better to instead of getting one to Switch, maybe for example Mario Party, because this game's starting to sound like Mario Party.
No, they are not similar at all.
But would you prefer it?
I would prefer Mario Party to 1-2 Switch. Yeah.
Yeah, Mario Party's great.
Mario Party's great. I've actually played it.
I've played up to where you actually start doing challenges. I played a good 30 seconds.
Right.
We
It's a long
all rolled
game.
the dice and we stopped playing because I had to go home.
I think we played at when we went to a party, Wilkes. We played it at someone's house.
I didn't.
Which
I just
Mario
kept
Party
throwing
is this?
darts because I was high.
I think
as
it
fuck.
was the newest one.
I was hard on drugs.
That's either Super Mario Party, which is a mainline game, or Mario Party Superstars, which is
Pretty
the
sure it's
Just
Super.
Super Mario Party.
Yeah, Super Mario Party.
Yeah, I've something I want to try out with that game is the Toad's Rec Room thing, where you like take out like the actual Switch tablets, and if you've got multiple of them, you put them together, and it sort of like makes like a train track. And you,
that's sick.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is sick.
yeah, I want to give that a go. It's just I don't really know many people with Nintendo Switches that I can just like easily go to. And
Wait,
just like,
so do you have a Switch?
yes, I do.
You have a Switch. Okay, so
He's a Switch, everybody.
Yeah.
so with that, do you use when you're actually using the Switch, do you have one of those controllers for it, or do you just use the piece that comes with it as the controller?
So yeah, I used the Joy-Cons, which are the ones on the side. I used them for the first year and a half of me owning it, but then I thought, okay, it's kind of getting a bit bad sometimes because they run out of battery, and I don't like playing it portably, and so I just basically I thought, okay, I'm gonna get the Pro controller, which is like the separate controller. It's a lot more chunky, and it's got like grips on the bottom, and I use that now primarily.
Nice.
I've got one thing to say about the controllers for the Switch. Is they're tiny. My hands are massive.
They are.
Like my hands are the size of the new
So
iPhone.
a bit of a comparison
like
here.
the
We've
iPhone
got
14.
They're not that much bigger, really.
I mean, they are really big.
Joel and Jack are doing a bit of a hand comparison here, and
Mine are a bit bigger, but like mine just they are very wide as well. My hands are very wide, and I cover like I can literally like
Cover,
hide
like,
the
the
entire
entire Switch.
controller without you being able to see it.
Hey, Wilkes.
And like it's so difficult to like do that. Shush. No, I'm kidding. Just let me finish. It's so difficult to just press the buttons and know what I'm doing. Like, I was trying to play Smash like a couple of weeks ago on it at my friend's place, and I just couldn't. I kept pressing the wrong button because like the D-pad is like the size of my thumb.
That reminds me when I had
I'm not like 18 feet tall or anything. It makes it sound like it.
also D-pad's kind of not good for a lot of games on the Switch. And you just get a Pro controller, and that basically gives you. Well, actually, no. What am I talking about? No, the Joy-Cons have 2 analog sticks. Sorry, I'm talking about when you're using one Joy-Con sideways. One of you's gonna end up with
when
like
you have
a D-pad.
friends to play with.
Yeah. No, that actually reminds me when I had a Nintendo DS Lite, or 2DS Lite. I would always fat finger the other buttons that I was trying to click because they were so close together and they're actually pretty small. But I guess they were for children. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes with handheld Nintendo devices, I find some of the buttons can be just kind of like mushy. It's like you're pressing on wet socks or something. It's like
That's
Dude, what? You're eating?
Lloyd and like analogies are just not good. What was it you said one the other day? Oh yeah, like a giraffe in the city or something. Was that
Robin City?
okay. The original sentence was lost and confused and scared, like a giraffe in the city. But then I had to remove confused because Joel said, "Oh, I already knew the answer." So this was a story about him as well. It was sad, like a giraffe.
Can
in
you
the
give us
city.
some context, please?
Yeah,
There's no more context.
There's
It
no
was
more
just
context.
There's got to be.
there was a giraffe in the city.
Yeah,
that
I was
it.
composing an email to his mum.
What?
Why were you emailing his mother?
Emailing his mother. No. Tell me, what were you doing?
Well, basically, I don't know. We were just talking about some stuff in maths, and I was
Not
like,
maths, by the way.
yeah, not
We weren't
maths,
doing
by the way.
maths, yeah.
No. Yeah, we weren't doing maths. We were just talking about stuff in maths, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna whip out Outlook because I was kind of like a little bit stuck, and I was just trying to wait for things to come back to my mind.
So
Otherwise known as completely being distracted from maths.
So you emailed Joel's mum
I
just
didn't
out
actually.
of
No, it was a
didn't?
draft, and I misspelled her name on purpose.
Oh, thank
so it wouldn't,
God.
like, auto-complete.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I was so worried about Lloyd emailing Joel's mother.
It's okay. It's
What
not
are
that
you going to be
tense.
doing with them, mum?
Let's not go there. Actually, speaking of that, have you smelled that smell in the air, boys? Not in here. I mean outside.
Oh, the pollen.
The cum trees.
the cum trees.
So in Victoria and in Melbourne, we have these white trees in spring.
Do you know
that
what the actual-
smell like semen? Well, not like semen. It just smells like shit.
No, not shit.
I don't think
shit,
those two
Well, not
things
like
are the same
actual
thing.
shit.
smells different from
Dude,
cum.
it smells so.
I just can't tell the
It smells like
difference,
piss. It actually smells more like piss, to be honest.
It smells. No, do you know what's weird? It smells warm. When you
Yeah,
smell, it smells.
does. It does smell
Are
warm.
these like native trees or just like...
I think maybe it's just humid, but it does.
Yes, it does.
No, they're here. They're in the quad.
Yeah, the ones
Yeah.
here smell like fish.
They smell so
Oh
bad.
dear, okay, can we please stop talking?
No,
I'm glad
no,
we've
no.
changed the conversation, but I don't know if we want to keep continuing talking about like...
No, but
like,
cum trees.
trees
Yeah, they're
smelling
cum
about
trees.
various
They're cum
bodily
trees.
fluids.
And I've seen all these TikToks. How
Yeah, I've
they've
seen the
been
TikToks
all
too.
around Melbourne. I'm like, holy shit! I'm
Yeah.
not the only one who thinks this.
I want to just go there just to see all the cum trees.
Do you know?
To be a tourist attraction.
Do you know the
Bring
actual?
up a picture of these trees.
Yeah,
please. Oh, I
get up
need
a
to
picture of
see
the cum
this.
trees. Just search up Melbourne cum trees.
Does anyone know the actual like the actual name for
No.
the tree?
That's what I'm going to tell you. Let's have a look.
Let's have a
Yeah,
look.
we're doing some internet browsing here. We're going surfing on the internet.
Okay.
Wake up and smell the...
Yeah, like
I'm just gonna Google.
During
I'm just gonna
spring-
go on TikTok and search.
Varieties of
Melbourne.
willow,
so
elm, birch,
this is-
ash, and elder.
So this isn't Melbourne. This is like trees, like introduced trees. So
Yeah,
if you
but-
go to parts of the world where these are native, it's going to smell like the same
I'm
thing.
literally gonna search on TikTok Melbourne cum tree.
Okay.
it will come up.
So we're on TikTok. I'm not going to say the
No, it's
picture I
because-
first saw when you turned on TikTok.
Dude, I talk about what you just saw.
Whoa.
It's because I was walking home the other day, and right down my street, it actually came up with I could always smell it. Like I was just walking home, and as soon as I get to my door, there's a couple trees on my street, and they just smell like jizz. So
Okay,
I
yeah, well,
can't
no,
attest to that
no
because I don't know
videos
what that
came up
smells
for
like.
Melbourne cum tree.
sorry, what did you say, Joel? I'm in Lloyd.
I said I can't attest to that because I don't know what that smells like.
Hey, here we go.
Cum.
Melbourne tree smell.
Yeah, I don't know what that smells like.
Why does Melbourne smell like cum?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these fuckers.
Yeah, they're,
Oh,
they're,
yeah. It
they're
looks like the
planted.
blossom trees, like the
they're-
white blossom
they're,
trees.
They're like ornamental.
But why are
hairs
they
and stuff.
They
releasing
actually
that
smell.
aroma?
They smell like your arse sweat.
Is it? Yeah,
It's like arse sweat.
that.
is it the pollen from those trees?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. Jesus Christ! Because I've never like seen this happen before. Like this is just new.
They're very much more in the newer built-up districts.
Oh, okay.
They're ones that are being planted by people making estates. That's what they are.
think
They're
we've
ones
got
to line roads.
Built up in the areas plus over the 2000s. That was not English.
They're not native trees.
They're not-
They're
they're
not
not
unique
native.
to Australia.
It's
or
not our
Melbourne.
fault, it's basically.
It's the fault of.
Oh, there goes
it's
my
the
phone.
It's the fault of all the gardens estate managers in.
Because I thought,
states.
hey, it's a good idea. Let's plant a tree that smells like arse. Let's make these people
Well, I
hate
feel like
living.
they probably didn't know.
They
that.
just didn't know. They planted them. They're like, they planted them in spring, right now, and then they're like, they'll be fine. A year later,
They'll be
shit.
fine. Just deal with it.
We have the same thing. There's a native plant that grows that's next to our door that.
Next to your door?
At a certain time of year, it has its flowers and it's really strong.
Really
Why is there a
potent
tree
smell,
next to your door?
No, there's a plant. It's like a ground cover that has a yellowish flower and
Oh,
it really
okay.
sticks.
Oh, of course it's yellow, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't ruin my favourite colour.
I'm sorry.
Your favorite color is yellow.
Yeah, no, it's more of the, like kind of like the orangey yellow.
Like,
Orange.
Like
Orange?
No, it's more of a, it's like
The
a
sun.
darker yellow.
More like a sun.
But not like a piss dark yellow. Wait, no, it sounds like that. I don't have a piss king.
So Well, us personally, I guess.
Oh God.
We know, like, you've been telling us frequently about your current situation in relationships.
Half of the stuff I've been telling you, half are rumors that I might have started.
Yeah, they're
that I
rumors
don't
that
know.
you have said.
I've said stuff and I've gone, I don't know. Should I have said that? Anyway, yeah, continue.
Well, no, okay, well, so you've been saying quite a few things about your relationship status and
Yes.
what's been happening.
I'm
Do you just
currently
wanna-
single.
You're currently single,
Yes.
but you said
we can change that, Jack.
you've mentioned
We've got
Whoa.
47 listeners of our podcast.
Okay, bring them through the lines.
No.
Bring them through the lines. Okay, hey, we've got Shaniqua.
No, we should do that as a dating episode.
Yeah.
No,
Like
no,
a
no.
Sandman
Get
video.
you back on part two. Get
Like
you
a
back on
Sandman
part two.
video.
I've been single for 2 weeks now.
Oh, okay.
I've
Can
been
you
asked
tell
out
us a
4
bit about
times.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, that is like 4 times less than I have.
Oh.
But I
Ladies'
actually think I'm
man
going to stay
over there.
single for a bit, to be honest.
Okay. How
So
come?
you just choose. You go, actually, I'm going to choose. Just,
Yeah.
I want to be lonely right now.
Well, no, I don't think it's more that. I think it's just. No,
Oh,
I don't think
I
it's.
just want time for myself.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
want to
just
work on
more
my
time
book.
for himself.
I want to make sure we get through school.
So you're saying.
Then again, I did this girl, and I was like, sheesh. And then I'm like, yeah, maybe we'll see.
Yeah, like work on
Can you tell us a
yourself
bit more about
before
that?
you-
I'm not going into that.
No. Okay.
So,
No, we're not
so
going
what you're
to that.
saying is that you don't want friends because they distract you from your life.
I'm talking about hoes.
Hose.
Oh.
That's the same.
The man and the women and
it's
the
the same thing.
non-binary
No, Joel,
ones.
wait, hang on.
What's the same thing?
No, you said that's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I do have some friends with benefits,
thing
but
to
like,
all.
that's besides the point.
Friends with benefits.
Anyway, what was your what else did you have to
called
say, Valley? Is that it?
No, what is? I want you to tell.
You okay? you look like you're just sneeze and you're holding it in.
It's the trees.
It's the trees.
It's the
They're getting to me,
trees.
they're getting to me. No, she's like, I sort of want to know a
You
bit
look like
more.
you're gonna cry. Are you okay? I think the tears are just coming to his eyes.
He's realised that he's single too, and he's
Yeah. So, how's our English class going for you?
Okay. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm a bisexual man. I'm a proud bisexual man. There's this dude. But that has
are you
nothing to do.
doing?
I'm not sexually attracted to him. I just think he's hot.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay,
I mean,
I could say another man
I
is
feel like
decently
being-
looking.
no,
I look at Lloyd every time and I don't jizz my pants. But like, to be fair,
No, but I feel like being hot. Well, I feel like if you call someone
Thank
hot,
you, Jack.
I feel
attractive.
like-
He's attractive.
yeah, if he's attractive.
Lloyd spilled water on his pants when I
Sorry,
said
guys,
that.
I peed myself.
No, but I feel like if you call someone hot, I feel like that's a bit of.
Yeah, I'll take that back. He's attractive. He's an attractive man.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't talking about you, Lloyd, but you are.
Oh, okay.
You are.
like there. This is talking about 12 Angry Men. There was a scene in that where like some of the older guys were going, hang on. And it's like
Careful
oh,
what
I'm
you
watching
say.
this movie. Oh, there's this tall, very young, pretty girl or something, and it's sort of weird that they say it because they're like quite old.
Joel, this is
Speaking
not your
of
topic to
English
talk about.
films, last term we watched a movie called The Crucible.
2 movies.
If you Google The Crucible and look up the actor for a character named John Proctor,
Was it the 1800s, the Salem witch trials?
No, it was 1600s.
1600s.
it was the 17th century.
So
that's
the
all I remember.
Crucible. So yeah, if you search up the movie, The Crucible, because you're gonna
He's
get some
hot.
other things.
He was like a really hot actor for the time.
There's 2 options with Jack. He either doesn't come on this podcast again or does come on this podcast again, and watch your say from now on.
We do a round 2 speed dating.
Okay, I'm gonna finish
Ooh.
the sentence. He's basically the Ryan Reynolds of that time.
That's actually a pretty good
can see-
analogy.
Hang on, not the 1600s.
I
like,
don't-
No, I mean
like
the
25 years ago.
yeah, like
films,
like
so-
30 years ago, the 90s.
I would disagree just because
Nice
I
Wars.
personally don't think he's that well.
You're
attractive
straight.
looking.
You're straighter than a stick.
Well, no, but I can say someone.
Six can be pretty wonky, I will say. Six can go like all the way around.
All the
I'm
chicks in our
straight.
class agreed with me that he was hot.
Okay, well, no, see,
Well,
I
the straight
can
chicks.
call a man attractive without being
He's
gay.
attractive. See, bad self-playing.
Stop.
We
stop.
might cut that a little bit
Actually, a
out.
question, Jack.
No,
Yeah,
In
what's
your
up?
previous relations with women, did you ever was
All men.
CBAT ever? Oh, all men. Sorry. Proud bisexual here, not me. Him.
I haven't slept with a man, sadly. Oh wait, I take it back.
Okay. have you ever used CBAT as a vessel for such activities?
No. Or
Okay.
actually, I was going
one in
to,
their
and then I
fucking
broke
right
up with my
mind
girlfriend. I might in the future.
no,
Just
no,
for fun.
don't.
No, I will.
Well, for fun, yes, but like, no one in their right mind would actually like genuinely non-ironically.
I think I can make it good.
I don't want to think
I
about
think
that.
I can make it
Do a
good.
16-bit CBAT remix on the Sega Genesis.
I don't want to think about that.
See about in 2 times speed.
Well, this talking about 16-bit something. The other day, you can probably change topics just because I can. I was looking up the theme for Rosehaven, the TV show filmed in Tasmania, and very interesting. There was a video on there, you can find it, that was a Sega
It's a Game Boy. It's a Nintendo Game Boy.
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's a Nintendo Game Boy, and he got it wrong.
I got it wrong. It was whatever you just said, and it was
like a boomer.
and the intro made in that with like the music in the theme, and it's a rather narrow market. ABC TV show and the Nintendo GameCube, or whatever you said.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite interesting, and I sent it to Lloyd in a quick smart.
And I enjoyed that. Actually, I never watched the show, but I have held a Game Boy, and I've even played some game games on it.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Game Boys are pretty cool.
I also want to say a bit off topic, but can the viewers or the listeners comment on this?
You can send
On
messages
specific platforms.
We've got a business email.
Have you made a Twitter?
We've made a business email, but not a Twitter. Maybe
you made
that's
a
something we
Twitter?
can do.
As soon as
Make
I
it
said
Twitter.
business name, he just like
Actually.
pulled his blazer like
Yeah, he did.
It was really
It's like,
funny.
oh, I'm such a suave businessman.
No,
Make a Twitter, because then you can listen to
Get
your
like
viewers.
attacked.
Yeah.
by people.
I got cancelled. Let me get cancelled, apparently.
Yeah,
Make a
no,
Twitter. That'd be cool.
But yeah, on some platforms, I do believe you can comment. I think iHeartRadio. And
Is it
we've
really?
Actually, yeah, it's an Australian program, and we have viewers from Singapore, UK.
Oh, hello,
Philippines,
overseas people.
Philippines,
I'm locked in
Canada.
this country and I can't leave.
Wait, hold on, you're locked.
I haven't got a passport. More of family stuff that I literally am not able to get one.
Legally.
We could have probably a whole nother podcast on my trauma.
Part 2 and 3.
Okay, so 78% of you listening are from Spotify. That's
78.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
How many views have you got on your second?
Oh god, well, probably not too many considering it's the
I'm a business
second
kid,
day.
so I like marketing and stuff. So
Hey, maybe you should market for us.
holy shit!
but
Oh
then-
wait, come out today.
4 is probably...
One of them's me.
Context, Valley keeps making requests that he wants from people underneath his breath whenever they walk past or are nearby. He's like, oh, I don't want to be on a podcast.
Yeah, he does.
Well, actually, speaking about getting fired...
Oh shit!
hang on, no.
I'm at the pub.
work.
It takes a bit of context, but we have the app like Mathematica that we spoke about in the first episode. And in the exam period, I will admit it was me, made a poster that said, Fire Mathematica, a quote that our maths teacher says, and then his name behind it. We put the Mathematica logo on it, and we hung it up in our maths classroom. Now, our maths teacher was, at the time, he was... he was in Mauritius with his parents who were quite ill. And he got an email saying, "Oh, what if you hung this up there with his name on it about Fire Mathematica?" Now, the thing that's a bit weird about that is that it was hanging in a normal classroom, and in lots of normal classrooms there are posters of people with lots of stuff like that.
Yeah, so
on
you
it.
think it would be right, yeah? Like,
So we thought we think it'd be fine. So we're not quite sure why some of the staff at the school got so angry that it said Fire Mathematica and then our teacher's name on it.
So basically-
we're actively encouraging people to use a resource that they have to use.
I think they're trying to start a protest and go fire mathematic teachers or something.
That's actually a clever way to think about it.
That's
Never
probably
thought
how
about
they
that.
thought of it.
Never
They were
thought
like,
about that.
fire the teachers.
Oh, yeah.
They actually should though.
They probably should,
Half
yeah.
of them are really shit.
Sorry, teachers at our school listening to this podcast. that we've
We're
been,
not
like-
sorry.
We're not sorry.
I'm sorry.
We're not the only.
Because
Everyone
now,
says
now
it.
they're going to be like angry at us.
They're not gonna
They're going to come up and go,
No, they won't.
I'm sorry that everyone who's in this podcast.
They can't. I mean, honestly, it's really hard to find math teachers because
math teachers.
the good ones are employed.
Yep.
With 20-year contracts because they're great.
Yeah, and it's hard to find someone who's like, because not to like stereotype or anything, but people that are good at maths and are like taking it all in and that aren't always the best at explaining it. Like they don't have like the skills with which to like communicate what they've learned, and that's where there's a bit of a lapse in like.
But not to say they're all shit. There are some really good.
Yeah,
math
that's
teachers.
good. I've
They
got a
are
good
some
one. Me and Joel
really
have got a
good.
pretty good one.
All right. So, Jack, you've
Yes.
it's been heard that you actually have a YouTube channel.
It's
I
been
have
known
multiple.
for many years. Yes.
Yes, it is the biggest embarrassment of my life.
What is it about? Like, what's
I
on
was
it?
12. There are so many old clips of me going, "Hi guys, like come 244, welcome to this Lego video."
Hey, yo, shout
Literally
out
sound like
Lion Cub 244. Subscribe.
You actually can't find that channel anymore. The school took it down.
Wait, what? The school took it down.
Yeah, I had I don't remember.
My primary school did the same thing
Oh
to my.
no!
Hold on,
So
what?
I hit I think I was in 400, 500 subscribers on that channel.
Damn,
He
okay.
was doing really good.
I did really well. That's when I was basically made Lego videos and unboxing videos and stuff like that.
And then you had your like gameplay clips.
So YouTube has always been a passion of mine, and always I feel like will be because I really like content creation. Even now I'm writing a book and stuff like that. And I brought my book up like 80 times.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
okay. It's a passion project.
It's a passion project. It's a passion project.
It's all right.
Anyway, so, yes, it did. It was pretty successful. But then after it got taken down, I felt like everything was gone because it's really all I had as a childhood because I had a very traumatic and not together childhood, and it's kind of the only thing that kept.
Have a fist bump.
Oh yeah, it's a father's children fist bump.
I guess it's kind of good to have like those recorded memories to like reflect back upon. Like those were kind of like the good parts.
The thing is,
childhood,
I don't have them anymore because the
Yeah, I
school
know, that's what
deleted
you're
it.
saying.
But
That actually is really
years
unfortunate.
later,
So words of advice: don't make stuff on your school
Yeah,
account.
don't.
Yeah,
and
Jack and I have learned
and,
that
and
lesson.
also just be like Lloyd and make like multiple hundreds of Google accounts.
Yeah.
did you actually do that?
He had
I made a few.
so many.
Me too though.
Made a few.
Okay.
But then I made another one years later and did
Okay.
gaming stuff and
How's
started
that
a
going?
gaming group and stuff. I stopped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like because that was right before I kind of my voice hit
I
puberty.
remember that too.
And
Watched them.
The elementals.
oh god,
Elementals.
oh yeah, that was before that actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm remembering the
We've
wrong
had
one.
so many gaming groups.
Damn.
Because
That's
you know
interesting.
it's what we kind of grew up with. We want to be like that, but honestly, it's very difficult. And you know, I realized that with the equipment I have at that time, I had just had a PS4 and I was editing videos on the PS4 editing software.
Oh, sorry. I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
and
I
it was
like,
so
Jack, what are you
bad.
doing? Just do iMovie or something.
Yeah, iMovie would have been better, but it was very difficult with what I
How are
had.
you
And
editing with like the thumbsticks?
I was I was moving between houses at that time, so it was kind of the only thing I had taking with me was my
Fair
PS4.
enough.
So it was like the only thing but I would try to push and do as much content creation as I could do, and then I gave up, and then I was like, hey, this isn't working. Let's focus on school and not
Good idea.
everything else. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
kind of the end of that YouTube stuff, and then I've started kind of helping my friends with content creation. I helped one of my friends. He made TikToks, and that he blew up, and he's doing really well.
I think he was involved in like a explosion or something. Or,
No, he went viral. His anime edits went viral.
So does he like edit like?
No, he stopped now, sadly. But
So is this like cutting together like the best moments of like these animes? Or is it, I'm not in the anime
no,
sphere,
it was
I don't know what's going
more.
on.
It was more like fan cams of anime characters.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
but Thank you.
I don't know how to
so
explain it.
insightful, and we're very glad.
Yeah.
Oh God, we've gone for a while, haven't we,
Yeah.
boys?
This is our longest episode.
It's
Don't
me.
bring up
It's
the
me.
time, Joel. Don't bring up the time.
I talk so much, and that's probably
No,
it.
it's good though.
That's
because
okay.
It's a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. You talk more.
That's
than
what it's all
us,
about.
And that's what makes it better.
Dude, I swear these guys are patrolling. They keep going back and
They're probably
forth.
trying to look for us. Like we're hiding
Yes.
in here making a podcast,
Yes.
or the army's walking. And
You don't know where we are right now recording this. We're actually in a bunker in the middle of like
Afghanistan.
shore, and we've just got soldiers just trooping around, and we're just like, oh,
Only part of that story is actually true,
Yeah, the only part is that
and it's the Afghanistan bit.
yeah. Actually, no, we're just recording a very high security.
But we won't be for much longer, and I hope you've
Because
enjoyed
guess who
so
has
far.
to leave, and me as well.
I think, yeah, I'm here. Well, I have to leave too, so.
Yeah, I gotta get on my legs and walk home.
I might also, actually.
Do you have any final words to say there, Jack?
Thank you for having me, boys. It's been great, honestly.
It's actually
Thank
been
you
great
for having us.
Having you.
Having no,
you my
thank
children?
Thank you for.
Oh, no, I've been children.
So thank you for letting us have you and having us
Inside
have
the
you.
pod, inside
Thank-
the podcast, yeah.
Thank you for having us have you.
Thank you for making my Make-A-Wish come true.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm now going to go die. I know.
You're in more trouble than I thought you were.
We're quite grateful. I'm very glad that you
this
came on
hasn't
so early on in our incredible podcasting journey.
I love your podcast, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
doing
Thank
well.
you.
I will
We do
continue to
try.
listen, and I
Yeah.
hope to be on another one in
And
the
you can listen
future.
to yourself as well.
You may be.
I am not listening to this episode.
Okay.
I will listen to this episode
judging
early
by
till we get to
the,
school.
the
Metrics.
performance. Yeah, judging by the performance that this episode's gotten, you may be back on if you're welcome. You're welcome to be
Oh,
back on.
boys.
Sometime.
Yeah,
Talk about
oh,
something else.
And we can't wait for that day to come.
Hopefully in the future, because I'm busy.
Yeah, you do
we're
make
not doing it in the past, Jack. So
Yeah, true.
Yep.
thank you for tuning in to the
Thank you,
Uninvited podcast.
guys.
Thank you for being uninvited to.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for
I
being
actually
invited.
was invited.
Even though you weren't one.
You were invited to
I was invited to uninvited.
Yeah.
Uninvited. But yeah, so that'll be today's episode. Really hope.
So.
My uninvitees,
Oh, it's
or whatever you're
tomorrow's
called.
episode.
What do you call your listeners? The uninvitees?
That's a
Shut
good
up.
idea.
That's no,
It's a good
not.
idea to
It's
have a name
horrible
for
idea.
them, but
The
not a
lonely
good
people.
Andrew.
Hello, Andrews. How are you?
Okay.
Imagine this
All
one
the
dude named
tapes-
Andrew.
No.
no.
We do not talk to that
Okay,
man.
so after all that, thank you for being uninvited to the Uninvited
I
podcast.
think you got it wrong, Joel.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, no, I did get it wrong.
Invited to uninvited.
Yeah.
Thank you for being
Read the
podcast to the uninvited to the invited.
Thank you for being invited to the Uninvited. I'm ending it now.
Bye.